Verse 14, Eporevthi they Reuven in Imeratheres mu Piron. And Reuben went in the day of the wheat harvest. He was probably a small boy. Ke Evre Mila Mandragoron in Toagro. And he found apples of Mandragoron, mandrake. It's almost a direct transliteration into English. Mandrakes. We'll go to Wikipedia, and you can see right here a mandrake is a root, and some of them almost look human, human form, 2 arms and 2 legs, and they cross over. And you can go there to Wikipedia and give you more information about it, and it mentions that it was believed in the Old Testament time that mandrakes would help a person to get pregnant. And it seems like this is an important thing to the people because they're farming, working the land, or working cattle, sheep, and as many men as they can have, the more work that they can get done. And all these times of we'll see here of the man and his relationship to the woman isn't all that romantic. And we'll continue, and it says, Ke inigan af ta proslean tin mitera af tu, and he brought them to Leah, his mother. Ipe they Rachel ti Leah ti adelphi af tis, and Rachel said to Leah her sister, Thos me ton mandragoron tu iu su, give to me of the mandrakes of your son. Verse 15, Ipe they Leah, and Leah said, Uk ikanon si oti elevis ton andra mu, is it not fit to you that you took my man? Mi ke tus mandragoras tu iu mu lipsi, shall you also take the mandrakes of the mandrakes of my son? Ipe they Rachel, and Rachel said, Ukutos, not so, kimi thito metasu tinik tatavtin anti ton mandragoron tu iu su. Not so, let him go to bed with you this night. Nikta, nocturnal, is the derivative. In return for the mandrakes of your son. So maybe this was something she thought if she had that she would become more fertile, because she hasn't yet have a child. Isiothe de Yaakov ex agru esperis, and Jacob entered from the field at evening. Ke exilthe Leah isinantasin afto, and came forth Leah to meet him. Ke ipe, and she said, Prosame isolevsi Cimarron, you shall enter to me today. Memis thome gar se anti ton mandragoron tu iu mu, for I have hired you in return for the mandrakes of my son. So this is not a very romantic thing, but the women and having children is more important than the romance. So the man is basically doing what the women have planned. Ke ekemithi met aftis tinikta ekini, and he went to bed with her that night. Verse 17, Ke estikusen o theos Leas, and God heeded Leah. Ke silavusa, and conceiving, etika ion pempton to Yaakov, she bore a 5th son to Jacob. 18, Ke ipe Leah, and Leah said, Doteke mi o theos ton misthon mu, anthon edoka tin paidiskin mu to andri mu. And Leah said, God gave to me my wage, because I gave my maidservant to my husband. So, ke akala se to onoma avtu Issachar, o esti mistos, and she called his name Issachar, which is wage. There's this word is going to important as we see it in the New Testament. because the King James didn't translate it always. It was a wage. 30:19. Ke sinelaven eti Leah, and Leah conceived again. Ke etiken ion ekton ton Yaakov, and she bore a sixth son to Jacob. Verse 20. Ke ipe Leah, and Leah said, Dedorite o theos mi thoron kalon, in tonin kairo. And Leah said, God has presented to me a good gift. Doron. We have the word, the proper name of a woman, Dora, Dorothy, or Pandora. And good, kalon, the opposite of kaka. A good gift in the present time. Irati me o anir mu, etakongar av to ex ius. My man will select me for having borne to him 6 sons. So it's all about having the man select, although they tend to have no problem manipulating him also. Ke akala se to ono ma'av tu Zavulon, and she called his name Zebulun. Verse 21. Ke meta tuto etike thigatira, and after this she bore a daughter. Ke akalase to onoma avtis Thina, and she called her name Dinah. And verse 22, Emnisti the otheos tis Rachel, and God remembered Rachel. Ke epi kusen avtis otheos, and God heeded her indeed. God heeded her. Ke aneoxen avtis tin mitron, and he opened her womb. In verse 23, Ke silavusa, in conceiving etikato Yaakov Ion, she bore to Jacob a son. Ipe the Rachel, and Rachel said, Aphile o theos mu to onithos, God removed from me the scorn, same as Sarah with Abraham. He finally had Isaac. Verse 24, Ke akala se to ono ma'av tu Yosef, and she called his name Joseph. Legusa, saying, Prostheto o theos mi ion eteron. God added to me another son, besides the ones by her maid. 25. Ageneto they os etike Rachel ton Yosef, Ipen Yaakov to Lavan. And it came to pass, when Rachel bore to Joseph, Jacob said to Laban, his uncle, Apostilon me, ina apeltho, ton topon mu. Send me that I may go to my place, topon, topography. Ke is tingin mu, and unto my land. Send me in the imperative. Apodos me, in verse 26, tas ginekas mu. Give to me my wives. Ke tapaithia mu, and my children, because he was sort of under bondage to him. Peri on the dhulev kasi, for whom I serve to you. Ina apeltho, that I may go forth. Si garganoskis tin dhulian in the dhulev kamisi, for you know the servitude which I have served you. Ipe they avto Lavan, and Laban said to him, E evron harin and nantion su, if I found favor before you, eonisamin on, could I foretell even? Vlogis me o theos tc esotho. Blessed, God blessed me in your entrance. And then he says in 38, the astilon ton misthon su pros me. You draw your wage from me, ke thoson, I give it.